it's me, Sasha Denbright, and welcome to episode 19 of the 2024 season of You Call It Targeting! My gosh! Not much to talk about, because we're just going to talk about the Army-Navy game. That's the only thing we got to recap. But we are going to pick the first round of the college football playoffs, so stay tuned for that. So let's start with the recap. My gosh, what happened to Army? I mean, usually this is a close game. Army comes in ranked. Army comes in with just one loss. They're like a 6.5 point favorite. And Navy blows their nipples completely off. 31-13. My gosh, Blake Horvath, the Navy quarterback, absolutely outstanding. He had over 200 rushing yards. My gosh, I was just so impressed with the way Navy played this game. And, man, it was a little shocking, a little bit of a letdown. I just talked about how this game never lets me down. This was a little bit of a blowout. Army's quarterback threw like 2 or 3 interceptions. He just didn't look like himself. But, man, hats off to Navy. What a impressive performance. So, yeah, that's all we got to recap. There's really no awards to give away. I mean, I guess I would give Team of the Week to Navy and the Trash Team of the Week to Army. I mean, what can you do? We only covered one game, so that's kind of pointless. So we're not even going to give away some awards. So, yeah, I guess it's going to be another short episode. We're going to get right in to college football picks. All right, guys, it is the first round of the college football playoff. We're all so excited down here. And so we're going to get straight to our picks, and we're going to start with my precious Notre Dame. They play Friday night. Indiana at Notre Dame. I think everybody knows who I'm going with. Notre Dame's going to slap some tits around. It won't even be close. Notre Dame wins this game by 4 touchdowns. What about you, Mike?
It won't be 4 touchdowns. I mean, I can tell you that. But I look for this to be a competitive game. I think it's great that it's Indiana at Notre Dame, in-state rival kind of game here, and so that's really exciting. But I do think Notre Dame is going to win this game. Indiana, they look good all year. They didn't look great against Ohio State, and I really feel that Notre Dame is on kind of a similar level of Ohio State, and I am going to pick them to win this game. Pretty easy, but not by 4 touchdowns.
I have a pretty good track record of picking Notre Dame, and I like Notre Dame in this one as well, Sasha. I know that makes you happy because, when I pick them, it's a guarantee that they're going to win. Just that's the way it seems anyways. Notre Dame is being at home, touchdown Jesus, and all that good stuff. I think they handled their business. I don't think Indiana stands a chance. It's kind of like me asking out Mike's mom. There's just not much of an opportunity there. Not that you won't try, but they will probably fail, kind of like I did when I did ask her out the other day.
Wait, you asked out my mom?
Oh, I asked her out so hard. But yeah, she turned me down.
Well, because she's married, you idiot. I mean, yeah, she's going to turn you down. I mean, most good women do.
Oh, I bet she's a good woman, Mike.
Earl, that's too far. Cut it out! My gosh, we're on the first pick and we're talking about people's moms. Let's just move on to the next pick. My gosh, it's going to be interesting here if we keep this up. Anyways, next game, SMU at Penn State. We've already talked about it. Penn State has just walking to the Final Four because they got SMU, and they got, if they win this game, they play Boise State in the next round. Nothing but pure garbage the way this is set up. Oregon would have been better to lose to Penn State. That's just how this trash playoff set up. Penn State's got it made. They're going to win this game. SMU sucks nipples.
They don't suck nipples, Sasha. I think they struggled at first in that Clemson game to get into a rhythm. Once they got into a rhythm, second half, they played really well. And, Penn State really hasn't impressed me. I mean, they played a decent game against Oregon, but anytime they play a good team, they struggle. I think SMU can put up enough points to to make it a competitive game. But being at Penn State, I'm still going to pick them.
That's a terrible pick. I'm going to go with SMU. I think, like Mike said, their offense is just so good, and they're going to score a lot of touchdowns. And I mean, Penn State, I've been there. I've seen the crowd. It's okay, but I mean, it's not like it's unplayable or anything. Even if it's a wide-out game, who cares? SMU's going to find a way to win this football game.
You want to talk about trash picks? That's one right there. And by the way, speaking of picks, Earl didn't even make his pick, or he didn't even say it in the Army-Navy episode. What a piece of garbage. I mean, he went on talking about the game and never even said his pick, but he did have it. He had it wrote down, and he did pick Navy to win that game. So congrats to Earl on picking that one right. But my goodness, what an idiot. He didn't even say it in the episode.
I got caught up in the pageantry and, is it pageantry or pageanty? Whatever. I got caught up in it. And I just was talking about the game. Yeah, I forgot to say I picked Navy, but I saw it coming. I saw the upset coming. And so, yeah, that gave me that extra point. Not like I needed it or anything.
Yeah, Earl didn't need it, actually, because he still finishes last. I forgot to mention this. I have 71 points. Mike has 61 and Earl has 60, so Earl has officially finished last like a nothing but piece of garbage. That he is, but that's not shocking. I called it, I think, on the first episode that Earl would finish last in points because he's trash, and I knew I would win. So nothing shocking here. It kind of went in the order that I thought it would. Anyway, speaking of shocking, the next game, Clemson at Texas. Clemson's going to whip Texas tits. And that's got a good ring to it, Texas tits. Man, I bet there's a stripper named Texas Tits. I mean, more than likely. I ain't going to Google it, but I'm sure it's out there. Yeah, Clemson, Texas, nothing but pure garbage. Every time they play a good team, they struggle. Even some teams that aren't that good. And Georgia beat their nipples twice. I don't even get it, man. You slap the left nipple and the right nipple in the same season. I mean, Texas hadn't impressed me. And there's still people talking about, Oregon versus Texas in the national championship. Get that garbage out of here. Texas loses first round to Clemson. You can mark my words. If it's not true, I'll get a tattoo of Mike's face on my big toe.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing the tattoo on your toe because, yeah, Clemson's not going to win this game. I'm sorry. It's at Texas. Texas is furious after losing the SEC championship. They're going to come out and play. I got Texas winning, I say by 2 scores.
I could destroy some Texas barbecue right now and a giant beer. Man, it sounds great. I love Texas. Texas is great. Everything's bigger in Texas. I don't even know where I was going with it. I just kind of lost my thought of train and don't know where I'm at. But I'll pick Texas to beat Clemson. Clemson just hadn't impressed me, and Debo Sweeney, he's all right. He used to be a good coach, and I think he's lost his touch on this NIL and transfer portal, and he's just not the same. And Clemson's not, they're not the dynasty that they used to be. And I think Texas bounces back from the loss to Georgia, and Texas wins this game.
All right, last game, and it's probably going to be the best game, I think, in the first round. Tennessee at Ohio State. This is going to be exciting because last time we saw Ohio State, they got their nipples blown off by a crap Michigan team. Shouldn't have lost that game. They lost at home to their rival. That's just crap. Tennessee's way better than Michigan, I can tell you that. So Ohio State's going to have to play better. But I think they do play better. I think they find a way to win at home. They need to save Ryan Day's job if they care about him, because he could get fired if he loses this game. Give me Ohio State.
I like it. I do. I really like it. But I'm going to go with Tennessee. I just something about it. I think this team gets it done on the road. I think Ryan Day's job could be in jeopardy. I think I think Tennessee has a great chance of winning this game, taking the crowd out of it early. This crowd's going to be mad. The first bad play call that Ohio State has, they're going to be booing their own coaching staff. They've already done it in the Michigan game, and that could kill the just any momentum or any spark that the team has. If your own fans are booing you, it could be it could be bad. And so I think the crowd will not be really into it, and I think they could affect Ohio State in a negative way. And I think Tennessee finds a way to win.
I don't know about that, Mike. I mean, I want to sing Rocky Top so bad right now, but I won't do that to you. Because I'm not even going to pick them. I'm picking Ohio State to win this game. I'm with Sasha. You know, you can't get embarrassed at home twice in a row, and I think they bounce back. I think they're just, they're just fighting mad right now after losing to Michigan, and Michigan, you know, they're just nothing but garbage. And when you lose to a garbage team like that, you gotta bounce back, and yep, I'll go with Ohio State.
All right, guys. There it is. First round of the playoffs is picked, and we're excited to see how it all plays out. Going to be an exciting weekend of football. And guys, stay tuned because the Sasha Denbright Awards are coming up, and so be on the lookout for that. Appreciate you listening, and we'll catch you next time.